I don't know what you've been told, but it's all about me. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I don't know what you've been told, but it is all about me. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. So in days gone by, there were different theories just in science or about the earth that we live on. For example, and somebody may still want to debate us, at one point, mankind believed that the earth is flat, but we now know that the earth is an actual sphere, right? There was also another thought process that the earth was in the center of our solar system. That's like a geocentric thinking, that the earth is in the center of our solar system and all the planets go around it. But what we have determined is that it's actually heliocentric, our solar system. So our sun is in the center of our solar system and the planets go around it. So I'm thinking heliocentric and geocentric. I'm also tying it in to the way we sometimes think. We start to compare. And I remember this quote just echoes in my head. It says, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. If we think back to the earth and think back to the sun and were to compare them, there's a big difference in them. There's a difference in size. Did you know that you could fit 1 million planet Earths inside of the sun? 1 million planet Earths inside of the sun. That should give you an idea as to how large the sun is in comparison to the earth, right? One thing the sun is known to do, it produces heat and it produces light. If anything moves faster than light, it moves too fast for us to even know that it exists. However, it takes over 8 minutes for light to go from the sun to reach planet Earth. So that gives you an idea. The fastest traveling known thing that we know in our universe is light, and it still takes over 8 minutes. So that gives you a perspective as to how far the sun is from us. So let's bring it back to comparison. Now, as I said earlier, comparison is a thief of joy. When we compare, we start to look like, hey, you have that, and vice versa. So we always think of it as being negative, but I want us to think about it slightly different. Comparison can help you be more self-aware. If we were to look at some people around us, people that have similar goals and similar achievements and similar accomplishments or similar training or education, and we were to actually look at them, we could learn from each other. We could identify as we compare, right? We could identify their strengths and they could be identifying ours and also identifying our weaknesses, and we could find a way to work together so it makes us more effective. Comparison also helps you set realistic goals. We may establish a goal, we establish that objective, but sometimes it's just not realistic. Maybe you say, hey, I want to run 20 miles a day so I could lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks. That may not be possible. Now, I'm not putting a cap or limit on anyone. We just want to make realistic goals, because when they're not realistic, it's easier for us to shut down. It's easier for us to quit. Comparison allows us to set those realistic goals. Comparison can help you appreciate more of what you have. Sometimes when we begin to look around, even when we look at someone who may even appear to have a lot more, appear to have surplus, just know that that surplus came from somewhere. That surplus came from some type of sacrifice. So if you want that surplus, just know you have to also deal with that sacrifice, which will make us more appreciative of everything that we do have. So we did say comparison is a thief of joy, but is it really the thief of joy? Maybe every now and then it brings us joy. With the sun being in the center in the helio, or the earth being in the center in the geocentric. Once again, we thought about comparison. We also said that, hey, I could put 1 million earths inside the sun, but I will tell you this, even with all that comparison going on and thinking that the sun is much more powerful, I will say this, Earth's core is the same temperature as the surface of the sun. All right? So when something that's even 1 millionth in size comparison to the sun, it's able to achieve the same temperature. Just something for us to think about. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. Have an amazing day.